Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar,
Allahu Akbar.
La ilaha illallah.
And alhamdulillah, indeed all praise and thanks are due to Allah. Indeed, all praise and thanks belongs to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Every last one of us, all y'all have been here throughout this pandemic, and we've been saying that religion is essential. We've been saying that religion is essential for us as Muslims, and that's why y'all have been here this week. Alhamdulillah, today, President of the United States, Trump, press conference, and he finally has repeated what we've been saying, and that is the abortion clinics ain't closed, the liquor stores ain't closed. So the Talmud has said that religion is essential, and he commands that all the governors open up the houses and that they can be worshipped. Got it on YouTube. You can go check it for Trump yourself. He been saying what we've been saying. So alhamdulillah, all praise and thanks belongs to Allah. It didn't take the Talmud to say that religion was important for us to practice this thing. So alhamdulillah, indeed all praise and thanks belongs to Allah. Nahmaduhu, we praise him. When nasta'inuhu, we seek his help. When nastaghfiruhu, we seek his forgiveness. When a'udhu billahi min shururi anfusina min sayyiati a'malina, we seek refuge in Allah from the evil of our souls and from our bad deeds. May yahdillahu huwa muhtadi. Whoever Allah guides is the rightly guided one. وَمَا يُضْلِلْ فَلَنْ تَجِدَ لَهُ وَلِيًّا مُرْشِدًا. And whoever he allows to go astray, never will you find him a protected friend or one to guide him straight. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wahdahu la sharika lah. I bear witness that none has the right to worship except for Allah along with our partners. Wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluhu. And I bear witness that Muhammad is a slave and his messenger. Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu taqullaha haqqa tuqatihi wa la tamutuna illa wa antum muslimun. Oh, you will believe, have talk of Allah. It's right that you have talk of him, and don't you die unless you die as a Muslim in the state of Islam. Ya ayyuhan nas, O human beings, ittaqu rabbakum. O human beings, O mankind, have talk of your Lord. Alladhi khalaqakum min nafsin wahidah, one who created you from a soul that was one. Wa khalaqa minha zawjaha, and created from him his mate. Wa batha minhuma rijalan kathiran wa nisaa, and spread from both of them countless men and women. وَاتَّقُوا have talk of Allah, الَّذِي تَسَاءَلُونَ بِهِ وَالْأَرْحَامِ, the one who you ask things by, and cherish the ties of the womb. Keep your blood ties tight. إِنَّ اللَّهَ كَانَ عَلَيْكُمْ رَقِيبًا. And Allah is ever a watcher over each and every last one of us. يَا أَيُّهَا الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا, who you believe, اتَّقُوا اللَّهَ, have talk of Allah, وَقُولُوا قَوْلًا سَدِيدًا, and say those words that are truthful, those words that hit the target, the right word at the right time. يُصْلِحْ لَكُمْ أَعْمَالَكُمْ وَيَغْفِرْ لَكُمْ ذُنُوبَكُمْ. If we do that, Allah says He'll make our deeds righteous. He'll rectify for us our deeds and forgive us of our sins. وَمَنْ يُطِعِ اللَّهَ وَرَسُولَهُ, whoever obeys Allah and His messenger will certainly achieve an achievement that is great. bad. فَإِنَّ خَيْرَ الْحَدِيثِ كِتَابُ اللَّهِ. Indeed, the best hadith, the best words, the best thing anybody can say is the words of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. وَخَيْرَ الْهَدِي هَدِي مُحَمَّدٍ صَلَّى اللَّهُ عَلَيْهِ وَسَلَّمَ. And understand this. The only way you can truly understand the words of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and the only way you can practice Islam, is to follow the guidance of our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. You can't just read the Quran and think that you have a proper understanding. You have to look at what Allah, and you have to look at what the messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam and what he say about these words. His guidance is the only guidance that is accepted by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. وَخَيْرَ الْهَدِي هَدِي مُحَمَّدٍ صَلَّى اللَّهُ عَلَيْهِ وَسَلَّمَ. وَشَرَّ الْأُمُورِ مُحْدَثَاتُهَا. The worst thing in our religion is newly invented matters. وَكُلُّ مُحْدَثَةٍ بِدْعَةٍ. Everything new in our religion is a bid'ah. وَكُلُّ بِدْعَةٍ ضَلَالَةٍ. All innovation leads to going astray. وَكُلُّ ضَلَالَةٍ فِي النَّارِ. And anything that goes astray from the straight path leads to the fire. May Allah save us from that. Ameen. Alhamdulillah, brothers and sisters, again, we thankful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for being able to worship Allah during this time and making decisions based on what we believe and believing that our religion is essential. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has told us in the Quran, I've mentioned this before, in surah, throughout the Quran, but particularly in Surah Al-Kahf that we read every single, we should be reading every single Jummah. Allah Ta'ala has told us that وَلَقَدْ صَرَفْنَا فِي هَذَا الْقُرْآنِ لِلنَّاسِ مِنْ كُلِّ مَثَلٍ وَكَانَ الْإِنسَانُ أَكْثَرَ شَيْءٍ جَدَلًا. Allah has said, Allah Ta'ala says, and certainly we have explained in this Quran for mankind every example. Allah is letting us know that there's not no situation that we go through in this life where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala hasn't given us an example for it in the Quran. And then Allah says, وَكَانَ الْإِنسَانَ أَكْثَرَ شَيْءٍ جَدَلًا. Mankind, we're quarrelsome. We always want to argue about stuff, man. We always want to argue about stuff, and we don't see that Allah has given us an example for everything. So in regards to the time that we in, this is a happy occasion. This is a time to be happy. This is the 29th day of Ramadan. We've had 5 Jummahs in the month of Ramadan. I hope those of you who live in walking distance to the mosque, I hope you took advantage at least of one of them. Because we had 5 Ramadans, 5 Jummahs in the month of Ramadan. Alhamdulillah. So Allah SWT, in regards to the time that we're in right now, this time of great celebration, the Eid is coming. Right now, it's roughly almost midnight. At 2 p.m. it'll be midnight in Mecca. They're already looking for the moon. If the moon is spotted, then we have Eid. We have our celebration, Eid al-Fitr. It's time to celebrate. In regards to celebrating, the people of the book, they celebrate, right? They have their Easter, they have their Christmas. And the one thing that all children care about that makes their hearts attracted to this Christmas is what? What comes to your mind when I say Christmas? Gifts, right? That's what attracts most kids. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has explained everything in the Quran. If he didn't say it with his own mouth, he explained it at the tongue of his messenger, Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So where does this gifting, what kind of understanding we have about this gifting in Islam? So I see my boy smiling right there. He said, gifts, boy. Kids get happy, boy, I tell you. Allahu Akbar. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala talks about, it's been mentioned in the Quran, gifts. And the greatest gift you can get is when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless you with Jannah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in Surah An-Naba, جَزَاءً مِّن رَبِّكَ عَطَاءً حِسَابًا. And speaking about Jannah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, a reward from your Lord, a gift, حِسَابًا, according to the account. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has mentioned gifts in the Quran. And also when you marry your wife, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentions about gifts. He said, give her a gift. You know what I'm saying? When you marry a woman, she has to get her dowry. So gifts have been mentioned in Islam. So today we're going to take it, not my words, we're going to look at what the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam has said about this thing that attracts children's hearts and makes people gifts. We're going to talk about, look at the hadiths of what the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam has said about gifts. And we reflect upon that as we enter our day of celebration, our Eid. I want y'all to listen to these hadiths. First of all, gift giving is where during one's lifetime, a person gives the ownership of part of his wealth to another for nothing in return. That's a gift. When you give something that you own to somebody else and you don't want nothing in return, that's a gift. And we have been encouraged to give gifts in this religion, my brothers and sisters. Abu Hurairah, may Allah be pleased with him, reported that the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, O Muslim women, do not belittle the gift sent by your neighbor, even if it be the hoof of a lamb. He sallallahu alaihi wasallam also narrated that the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, listen to this, give gifts to one another and you will love one another. This ain't my words. The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, give gifts to one another and you will love one another. Just like giving a salam. You see your brother, you say assalamu alaikum, it makes you love one another. Where the Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, give gifts to one another and you'll love one another. This is the encouragement to give gifts. Some people be tripping, man. They don't want no small gift. Kind of materialistic. What about small gifts? Abu Hurairah narrated that the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, if I were invited to a meal consisting of a hoof of a lamb, I would accept it. The hoof of a lamb, I would accept it. And if I were given the hoof of a lamb, I would accept that gift. This is the words of your Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Ain't no gift too small, man. Ain't no gift too small. A gift that should not be refused. Somebody give you something, there are some things that you just don't refuse, according to the religion of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the tongue of your messenger. Azra ibn Thabit said, I went to Thumama ibn Abdullah, he gave me some perfume, and said that Anas would never refuse a gift of perfume. He also said the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam would not refuse a gift of perfume. Somebody want to let you get some perfume, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam never turned it down. Even Omar, he narrated that the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, 3 are not to be refused. There's 3 things you shouldn't refuse. A pillow, milk, and perfume. Somebody offer you a pillow, some milk, and a perfume, the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam never turned down the gifts. Adequately reciprocating the gift. Somebody give you something, you give it back. Where does that stand in our religion? Aisha, may Allah be pleased with her, said, the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam used to accept gifts and give something in return. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam used to accept gifts and give something in return. These are not my words. This is where the gifts stand in the religion of Islam. Who should be given preference to receive a gift? Who do you give preference to? Aisha said, I said to the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, I have two neighbors. Which has more right to a gift? He replied, give to the one whose door is closest to you. Give to the one whose door is closest to you. The people that's close to you. You're going to send it over there, or you're going to give your gift to the people that's close to you. Guidance in Islam. It is forbidden to give preference to one's children. Pay attention. I got 8 kids. In terms of giving gifts, we have guidance when it comes to giving gifts to your children. Numan ibn Bashar said, my father gave me some wealth as a gift. My mother, Umrah bint Rawa, said, I will not be satisfied until you make the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam a witness to it. So my father went to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam to have a witness to my gift. The Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, did you do that for each of your children? He replied, no. So he told him, Taqwallah, fear Allah and be equitable with respect to your children. So my father took that gift back. In another narration, it states that the Prophet ﷺ told him, do not ask me to be a witness to it, for I do not witness to injustice. In a third narration, he also told him, would it please you if they were equally dutiful to you? You got all these kids, you want them all to treat you dutiful and be kind to you? Would it please you if they were equally dutiful towards you? He replied, certainly. He then told him, then do not do such an act. So we've been guided when it comes to our children, man. If you're going to give one of them something, you're supposed to get them all something. This is the guidance in terms of a gift. The next guidance we talk about, it is not permissible for anyone to take his gift back, even to buy it back. I give you something, I shouldn't take it back, and I shouldn't even try to buy it from you. I gave it to you. Ibn Abbas said that the Prophet ﷺ said, the bad similitude is not befitting for us. If it's any type of bad example, it ain't for us. The one who takes back his gift is like a dog who returns to his vomit. The one who takes back his gift is like a dog who returns to his vomit. Zayd ibn Aslam narrated from his father that he heard Umar ibn al-Khattab say, I gave a horse for the sake of Allah. The one who received it did not care for it, so I wanted to buy it from him. I thought that he would sell it to me cheaply. So I asked the Prophet ﷺ about that. And he said, do not buy it back, even if he's willing to give it to you for 1 dirham. Truly, the one who takes back what he has given in charity is like a dog who returns to his vomit. So you don't take back gifts, but there is an exception. The exception to this general rule concerns what a father has given to his child. Because remember that hadith where the Prophet took it back? Ibn Omar and Ibn Abbas, they both narrated that the Prophet ﷺ said, it is not allowed for a person to give something away and then take it back, except what a father has given to his child. So know that. Furthermore, if the receiver of the gift returns the gift to the gift giver, it is not disapproved for the gift giver to take it back. Evidence. Allah says, bring your proof if you're truthful. Aisha, mother Aisha, may Allah be pleased with her, narrated that the Prophet ﷺ was praying in a kamisa, this type of garment that had patterns on it. He looked at their patterns once while in prayer. After he finished prayer, he said, go with this kameez of mine to Abu Jaham. That's one who gave him the gift. He said, and give it back to him. And get me his woolen garment that has no pattern, as it distracted me from prayer. It distracted me from prayer. So we see, returning the gift, nothing wrong with that. Asad ibn Jathamah al-Laythi, who was a companion of the Prophet ﷺ, said that he gave some meat of an onger to the Messenger of Allah ﷺ. Onger, that's his type of animal. He gave some meat to the Messenger of Allah ﷺ while he was at Al-Abwa in the invaluable state of pilgrimage. So the Prophet Muhammad was in the state of pilgrimage. So he refused the present though. He refused the present. When the Prophet ﷺ saw the sign of sadness on this man's face, here I am trying to give you a gift and you don't accept it, I'm sad. So when the Prophet ﷺ saw sadness on his face, he told him, we would not refuse your present, but we are in this inviolable state of pilgrimage. More evidence for you. More knowledge about gifts. Whoever gave something in charity and later inherited back. You gave something in charity. When you inherit something from your relatives. Your sister died, your mother died, your father died. When they die, you inherit them. So what about a gift of somebody that's died? What's the knowledge on that? Abdul-Walee ibn Burayda narrated from his father who said, a woman came to the Prophet ﷺ and said, O Messenger of Allah, I gave in charity a slave girl to my mother, and now she has died. He stated, Allah has rewarded you and returned her to you as inheritance. So there's nothing wrong with that. Now what about people that's working for the Major, people that work in the government? What about them accepting gifts? What's the knowledge on that? Government workers accepting gifts, that's a kind of stealing. If I'm working for the Masjid and I'm out there collecting the zakat, I can't get no gift. Evidence. Abu Asadi said, the Prophet ﷺ employed a man from Azayd called Ibn al-Utbiyah to collect the alms, to collect the zakat. When he came back, he said, this is for you, and this was given as me, and this was given as a present to me. I got this for you, and this was given as a present to me. The Prophet ﷺ then stood up upon the pulpit. He praised Allah, alhamdulillah. And then he said, what is wrong with the employee whom we send out? And then he comes back saying, this is for you, and this is for me. Why didn't he sit in the house of his mother and father and see if he will be given the gifts or not? By the one whose hand is my soul. No one take anything wrongfully, except that he will come on the day of resurrection and it will be on his neck. If it were a camel, he would be grunting. If it were a cow, he would be moaning. And if it were a sheep, he would be bleeding. Then he raised his hand so high that we could see the whiteness of his armpits. And while saying 3 times, verily, I have conveyed the message. Verily, I have conveyed the message. Verily, I have conveyed the message. So when you're employed by the government or by the Masjid that goes to the zakat, they don't give you no gift for you. Because they wouldn't have gave you that gift on your own. Only reason why they gave you that gift is you've been employed. So be careful with that alone. Last concept we're going to deal with is 2 Arabic words, al-umrah and al-rukbah. These 2 types of conditional, these gifts depend on conditions. Al-umrah comes from the word meaning a lifetime, while al-rukbah comes from the word implying watchfulness. Lifetime and watchfulness. Okay? It is where a person would give another person a house, for example, and then say to him, I have given this to you as an umrah present, as a lifetime present, or something of that nature. It means that the present is for the lifetime of the receiver. It's only for you as long as you're alive, and I'm watching you to see when you die. Okay, that type of gift giving. I'm giving it to you only while you're alive, and when you die, I want it back. Okay. And this explains the terminology of present for a lifetime and a present in which the receiver is watching and waiting for the death of the recipient. The Prophet ﷺ considered the condition laid down in these type of gifts as void. He made al-umrah and al-rukbah as regular gifts belonging to the receiver and passed down to his heirs after his death without it being returned to the gift giver. Evidence. Jabir ibn Abdullah said that the Messenger of Allah ﷺ said, al-umrah is permissible for the one to whom it was given, Rukbah is permissible for the one whom it is given. He also narrated that the Prophet ﷺ said, keep your wealth and do not ruin it. Truly, whoever makes an Umrah gift, then it is for the one who has been given it alive and dead, and for his descendants. So if I give you something, man, I can't say, you know what I'm saying, it's only while you're alive. I gave it to you, your children can inherit that gift. So that's the khutbah today, brothers and sisters. We're in a time to celebrate. We're in a time to love each other. In a time in which, when other people have religions, they give gifts. So is that something that's allowed in our religion? I just gave a whole khutbah about it. The Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, he encouraged us to give gifts to one another. He said it increased the love. Your children love you more when you give a gift. The Prophet Muhammad ﷺ gave us an example that you be fair with your children. You don't give him something and don't give him something. We can't do that. And when I give you something, it is yours. Just like Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he says his reward is a gift, paradise. He ain't taking that back. Once you make it, you in. You're in. And just like when you get married and you give your wife that dowry, how you going to take it back when you two have made a strong a contract with each other? How can you take it back? The only way you can get your gift back from a woman is if she want a cooler and she want to pay her way out. I've said with her, and I seek Allah's forgiveness for you and for me. Seek his forgiveness, and he is all forgiving and most merciful. Abdul-Walee هذا أستغفر لي ولكم الحمد لله رب العالمين. Bismillah, alhamdulillah. In the name of Allah, all praise and thanks belongs to Allah. Wa salatu wa salamu ala Rasulullah. May Allah send praise and peace upon his Rasul, his messenger. Wa ala alihi, upon his family. Wa sahbihi, upon his companions. Wa man walad, and upon everybody that gave him aid and support. So alhamdulillah, I'm happy that alhamdulillah, man, like I say, it's Ramadan, it's close to the last day. You know, we don't know if anybody, you know, from what we know, the moon hasn't been sighted. So more than likely, the Eid will be on Sunday. More than likely. But we still have an opportunity. Sometimes we may see the moon over here on the West Coast. You know what I'm saying? We got to look for the moon too. Not just, you know, it may happen that way sometimes. Sometimes they don't see it, but maybe we see it. So we should be looking for the moon. Those who live up in the mountains, you know what I'm saying? It's that halal, you know what I'm saying? That when the light is on the right hand side, that's what you're looking for. That's a new moon when the light is on the right hand side and it grows. When the light is on the left hand side, you're at the end of the month. That's how you always know. When you look at the moon, if it's on the right, you're at the beginning of the month. If it's full, you're in the middle. If the light is on the left, you're at the end of the month. So right now we're looking for, if we couldn't see it last night, we're looking for the new moon. But more than likely, it will be Sunday. So alhamdulillah, if so, we made some plans, alhamdulillah. And this masjid is nothing without all of y'all participating. It's nothing without y'all being here. So alhamdulillah, on the day of Eid, if it gets spotted tonight, Eid will be tomorrow. If not, Sunday. We will begin takbir here at the masjid at 8 a.m. We begin takbir. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, La ilaha illallah, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. What is that? We're going to continue that. And then inshallah at 9 p.m., like we always do, we're gonna make the prayer, man. We're gonna make the prayer. And then alhamdulillah, we're gonna have a day of activity. There'll be no cars in the parking lot. There'll be no cars in the parking lot. Before I mention that, back to gifts. You know, a lot of people are materialistic. But you men, the best gift that we can give is our time. You know what I'm saying? You ask your sister, man, that diamond ring, or she'd rather have some quality time. You ask your child, do they really enjoy that PlayStation? I say yes. Do they enjoy that PlayStation? Or will they really rather make memories with you as a father and be with you and make memories that last forever? The best gift that we can honestly give, man, is quality time with our family. We always so busy. You know what I'm saying? We always so busy, man. We trying to run our mosques, we run our business. You know what I'm saying? Our wives don't see us. Our kids don't get to kick it with us. So in terms of a gift, man, the best thing we can truly give is our quality time. So the activities we have here, we need y'all help. In the parking lot, we're gonna have, and first of all, we got moral police. I got my boy Abdul-Walee making sure ain't no mixing going on between men and women. We following the sunnah. So alhamdulillah, we got moral police popping, and we're gonna be out here. We're gonna have a water bounce house for the kids, boys and girls. We have a regular bounce house for the kids, boys and girls. We're gonna have we need people to volunteer. You know what I'm saying? When kids are bouncing, somebody got to be watching and making sure everything is cool. So I need y'all to step up. There's gonna be a face painting booth. Kids like to get their face painted. There's going to be a henna booth. The sisters, they like to put temporary tattoos and stuff on them that makes them feel good. There's going to be a henna booth. We have some three-legged children. They like to race and have fun, man. So we got these things where the kids, they can have a three-legged race, and they love for their parents to see them race. The kids, they can have a three-legged race. We have a sack race. They can have a sack race. And then, you Yemenis, brother, y'all know y'all kids play soccer, man. But I got a nephew, you think he fast. You think your son fast. Let's put him out there and see who the fastest. And then let's give them $1 for who wins. You know, let's have some fun, man. We're going to have sack foot races. We got tug of war. You know what I'm saying? Tug of war. Is your son stronger than my son? Pull that rope and let's see. Let's give $1 to the one who wins. Tug of war. There's going to be a cupcake walk. We like to have a sweet table. You know what I'm saying? A table with nothing but sweets. We like to have bags of candies for the kids. As far as food go, we're going to be cooking up some fried fish here, man. Y'all ain't had our fried fish yet. Who's out there come to see you? We're going to have some fried fish here, we invite all y'all to come taste this fish, man. We have fish and french fries. And it's also a potluck fashion. We want all of y'all to bring a dish, man. So we'll have a table over there. Bring your favorite dish. You know, we got a beautiful Safwa Mora kitchen, our food bank. We can keep the food warm and bring your favorite dish. So it's a potluck. So not only fish and fries, but bring your favorite rice, your dishes, whatever. Bring it, please. Some things that we like to have that we don't have, but maybe one of you all have a resource to make it happen. We would love to have a snow cone machine for the kids. If one of you brothers have access to a snow cone machine, then please bring that. The kids, they love cotton candy. If y'all got a cotton candy machine, y'all can rent it or bring that, and also freshly popped popcorn. Those type of things, they make festivals fun and kids love it. You know what I mean? So like I say, we can't do this without your help. We can't do this without your help. It takes everybody. You know what I'm saying? Elijah, you always involved with kids. You know, somebody got to be managing these kids. They love to race. They love to have fun. They love to compete. But more than anything, they love to compete in front of their father, in front of their mother. They love to be watched. You know what I'm saying? Sports is like that. So inshallah, we've had a Ramadan that's never be forgetful, man. We'll never forget this Ramadan that we had. You know what I'm saying? What we went through. All the masjid was closed. All the masjid was closed. We'll never forget that, man. And for Masjidul-Aqabah, we ain't gonna never forget. It's the first time, man. Y'all come in here to pray Eid, man. You'll be up to the loud, man. Allahu Akbar. You know what I'm saying? We'll never forget this, man. This is something we will remember forever. So alhamdulillah, man, we ask for everybody's help in order to have us an Eid that's just like this Ramadan is unforgetful. We want this Eid to be unforgetful, and don't feel bad. You know what I'm saying? Trump has made a public announcement that the houses of worship is essential. It came out of his mouth. Same thing we've been saying. The liquor stores ain't closed. The abortion clinics ain't closed. So Trump say, then we got to change that. The houses of worship, the imams, the preachers, you know what I'm saying? Your worship is essential. He said, let the churches, let them decide how to keep their people safe. We know how to put masks on. We know how to stay away if we're scared. We know how to do that. So we've been saying that all along. You know what I'm saying? But maybe now the Talmud has said, maybe some people are saying that all along. ومؤمنين الأحيان إن الذين من نشرك بك شيئا نعلمه ونستغفرك لما لا نعلم اللهم إنا لا ذكرك وشكرك وحسن عبادتك لا إله أنت سبحانك إنا كنا من الظالمين. Before I do the slide, I remind everybody you need to pay your zakat al-fitr. If you wanted to count as zakat al-fitr, you want to get it paid before the Eid prayer. And those of you who had gave me your money prior to Thursday, we took your money, we bought food, and we had another huge food giveaway. We gave it away. Those of you who are giving cash after that, we will distribute that cash, getting it out. But please, let us, whatever you put in the box, if this for zakat al-fitr, let us know so we can give it as zakat al-fitr. If it's for zakat al-mal, so let us know so we can put it with the zakat al-mal. This money is a trust. If it's for the masjid, let us know it's for the masjid. Everything has to go where it's supposed to go according to your intentions. And that's the way we do things here. We just don't take your money, they gave me zakat al-fitr, I can go, fix the gate around the masjid. No. You know what I'm saying? We spend your money according to the way your intentions in which you gave it to us. So I remind you, pay your zakat al-fitr. You put your hands together and you fill it up 4 times of food for everybody that's in your house that's a Muslim. Or, like I say, it's not the majority opinion, but Abu Hanifa and a lot of other scholars, they say you can give, $10 for everybody that's in your house. You can do it that way. And we will distribute that if they left. So I think I'm forgetting anything.
الله أكبر الله أكبر أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح قد قامت الصلاة قد قامت الصلاة الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله.
استووا الله أكبر. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen Ar-Rahmanir Rahim Maliki Yawmiddin Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in Ihdinas siratal mustaqim صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم سبح اسم ربك الأعلى الذي خلق فسوى والذي قدر فهدى والذي أخرج المرعى فجعله غثاء نحوا سنقرئك فلا تنسى إلا ما شاء الله إنه يعلم الجهر وما يخفى ونيسرك لليسرى فذكر إن نفعت الذكرى سيذكر من يخشى ويتجنبها الأشقى الذي يصلى النار الكبرى ثم لا يموت فيها ولا يحيا قد أفلح من تزكى وذكر اسم ربه فصلى بل تؤثرون الحياة الدنيا والآخرة خير وأبقى إن هذا لفي الصحف الأولى صحف إبراهيم وموسى.